what's going on, Poke fans? Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video, we'll be looking at Morpeko deck for the standard format, and this is definitely going to be one interesting deck to watch and play. So what's really special about that Morpeko? Definitely that Torment attack, which says that you can hit for 20 with Colorless Energy and choose one of your opponent's active Pokemon's attacks. During your opponent next turn, the Pokemon cannot use that attack, which is pretty cool. I mean, the damage is not great; it's just 20, but in some combination of the Electro Power, the damage can significantly be increased, and then Morpeko can hit for more than 20. It can hit for 50, 80, 110, 140, and then those Electro Powers can be recycled back with Electro Chargers, and then you can just use another Electro Power turn and stuff like that. Technically speaking, this deck is really cool. It's pretty damn cool, and it's very disruptive. Why is so disruptive? Because this deck plays Faba for energy denial. It also plays 4 copies of Teamiel Grant that can force your opponent to put energy back to opponent's hand, and they just need to attach energy one more time. 4 copies of Crushing Hammers. There is a Mimikyu for the Shadow Box. There is a Zigzagoon for that Headbutt Tantrum. There are Power Plants. Absol is here as well. It is really interesting deck to be played. But I actually played a little bit, and I discovered that actually needs a couple more tweaks. For example, I didn't think about the DNGX, and I didn't think about maybe that Shrine of Punishment, but being able to play only one Shrine of Punishment wouldn't be that strong anyways, because that Shrine of Punishment probably going to be countered sooner or later anyways, and then it's just going to be a waste of time. Power Plant somehow seems to be a little bit better, but then again, extra damage, maybe Vitality Band for that Morpeko, so you can hit for 30. I was also thinking about maybe ADP Morpeko with, Electro Powers and Vitality Band, and in that case, Torment can be used for 60, and we can even take an extra price card by hitting with, Torment, but it takes just time, and, exchanging 3 price cards, it's not that good. I mean, I actually made this deck just for the fun, and I really wanted to make a battle with it and see how good it will actually be, and it's pretty decent. But the problem is that I faced very annoying heal deck that you're gonna witness in the next 30 minutes, and you're gonna see how much my opponent actually torched me through the entire course of that game. Very, very cool thing about also Morpeko is the fact that you can use 2 new energies. You can use Capture Energy on it, and then when you play Capture Energy onto Morpeko, you can search a deck for, let's say, Jirachi, put it on your bench, or maybe other Pokemon like Absol, Mimikyu, or Zigzagoon. And you can also use Speed Lightning Energy, attach it to the Morpeko, and draw 2 extra cards. And that's pretty much it. This is the deck list that I'm going to use in today's video. If you already didn't, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you have any questions, you can always leave comments below. I'm more than glad to answer to all of your questions. And yeah, let's see how this deck will work in action. So see you in the game. Alright, so I'm definitely gonna let my opponent to start first, because I really want to start second, potentially discarding energies with the Crushing Hammer and also dealing some kind of a damage. Ooh, Vileplume GX. Alright, so this is gonna be an interesting matchup playing against Vileplume. Grass Pokemons have very good support these days. There's no question about that. So there is also a Eevee. Follow my way, search a deck for any number of Eevee and Eevee GX and put them on your bench. This is a Capture Energy, which allows you also to search your deck for a basic Pokemon and put it on your bench the moment you attached Capture Energy to your Pokemon. And there is Oddish number 2. So 2 copies of Oddish, 2 different Oddish on the other side of the field. I'm gonna go with a Crushing Hammer play. There we go. It is a has a coin flip. 1 copy of Quick Ball for that Morpeko. Quick ball into capture energy, so I can also set up Jirachi here. I can try to steal the knockout here. I know it's not going to be easy, but theoretically I can do that. Well, just theoretically. I was short for like a switch. I was literally short for one switch. If there was a switch, that Eevee would be definitely knocked out because I drew that Zigzagoon. And with that Zigzagoon, I could simply knock my opponent Eevee out and grab nothing less but a prize card. So there is a Cherish Ball. So Cherish Ball might be for a Rowlet. It might be for Leafeon. It is for Leafeon. And yeah, my opponent is definitely looking forward to use that Bread of the Leaves. This Pokemon is your active Pokemon. Once during your turn, you might heal 50 damage for one of your Pokemon that has any energy attached to it. Speaking about energy and energy attachment, looking forward to put 1 damage on Leafeon. Also to use my Speed Lightning energy on my Absol and Marnie. I don't want to risk missing that Scoop Up Net. So what I'm gonna do here is I will try to Stellar Wish. I don't see sign of a Crushing Hammer. That's pretty bad. Never mind. Ooh, actually I misplayed that. Okay, right now I just lost my skateboard. Alright, never mind. How many? Only 1 Electro Power. Definitely not worth to play another one. Let's go just with a Torment. And I'm gonna prevent my opponent from using that on Grand Bloom GX. Okay, yeah, I kind of regret that skateboard attachment. I just retreated my Absol with that Speed Lightning energy, and that was also, you know, kind of bad play, I should say, but it's okay at the end. So what can I do next turn? I need to find myself somehow I need to find. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna Quick Ball into Mimikyu, so I can prevent that Leafeon from using that ability. And additionally, just gonna use Marnie. And even better, there is a Power Plant. Power Plant plus Electro Power means that I can hit for 50. Unfortunately, I cannot use my Faba, but what I'm gonna try to do here will be a Torment. And I need to prevent my opponent from using that Solar Beam next turn, because he can technically knock me out if there is 1 energy in my opponent's hand. So I definitely need to wait and use Faba next turn. And turn after somehow return another energy with the Team Yell Ground. So what he can do, he can definitely use Grand Bloom GX and search the deck. Oh my goodness, there's even a Life Forest. This is gonna be nearly impossible to win. I think I couldn't face a wrong. I think I couldn't face first matchup. I mean, this matchup is really tough. I mean, I already waste plenty of resources, which is a pretty bad thing. Like 2 Electro Powers, Crushing Hammer, Power Plant. I mean, I'm gonna definitely need another Power Plant, that's for sure. But let's see what we can find here. So there's a Faba, and at least I can disrupt that capture energy from my opponent Pokemon. And I'm not gonna try to use Scoop Up Net for now, so that's just gonna be a Torment. And I'm gonna Solar Beam. I'm gonna prevent my opponent from another Solar Beam play. So only 1 energy discarded. There is a Vileplume. right now. My opponent cannot use that Bread of the Leaves, but he can use Life Force, and then again, Bread of the Leaves can be used, but he cannot attack, and it is my turn, and it's time to use that Team Grant and return one of the energies back to my opponent's hand. So what I can try to do, I'm just gonna Torment one more time and prevent him from using that Solar Beam. So it's basically energy denial attack. And also there is another Grass energy. He just returned that energy back to play from his hand. Vileplume uses that ability. There's a Crushing Hammer as a top deck. Luckily there is a Heads of the Coin Flip. And I'm just gonna Torment one more time. So what I really need to do here, I need to find my second Power Plant. And the moment I put Power Plant in play, I can start using Scoop Up Nets, putting back Zigzagoons, placing damage counter on Vileplume so they cannot use that Fragrant Flower Garden. And that's a kind of important thing here, you know. Because that Leafeon cannot use attack, he cannot use Solar Beam, he cannot attack. My opponent needs to power up technically Vileplume in order to use that Massive Bloom, and that's actually not gonna be easy at all. So I'm looking forward for another Torment and for another Solar Beam protection. There we go. Damage output, definitely the first thing here. Okay, so he decided to retreat to the Vileplume. And right now this Vileplume attacks me. So he can next turn technically use Allergic Explosion GX. So I'm gonna need somehow to find something useful. So let's just go with the Capture Energy for that Jirachi. And let's go with the Stellar Wish and see what we can find. Ordinary Rod, Team Grant, or a Crushing Hammer. Interesting. I'm gonna try to flip Heads of the Coin Flip with the Crushing Hammer. Hopefully it will be Heads. This time it is a Tails. Alright, let's see if I can find Marnie, because I really need it. Nope. Oh, but there's a Power Plant. Alright, there we go. There's a Power Plant. Okay, good. That's good. Alright, so right now I can turn Jirachi into my hand, I can promote Morpeko in the front, put another one on the bench, put Jirachi on the bench as well, use Torment, hit for 20, prevent Vileplume from attacking as well as from the Massive Bloom. My opponent can definitely use his Allergic Explosion GX, and he can paralyze and poison my active Morpeko. But that's just literally gonna be it. As long as there's a Power Plant in play, he won't be able to heal the damage from Vileplume, neither with Vileplume or Leafeon ability. So far, I really need to say that I'm doing a good job. But the problem is that I'm down to 22 cards. And sooner or later, I'm gonna probably run out of the resources. So, oh, I forgot about that he already used GX attack. Okay, so we're just gonna Massive Bloom, block that Massive Bloom attack, and basically wait for the Leafeon power up. So the main strategy here should be to deny energies from Leafeon GX and basically to control Vileplume and to attack him. Attacking for 20 somehow seems to be a little bit too less. So I need more and more Electro Powers, and so far I only used 2, which means that I have 2 more left in my deck, plus I have 2 Electro Chargers as well. So technically I can use plenty of my Electro Powers. There is a Guzman Hela, which might be for another supporter, actually for another Stadium card. If my opponent puts another Stadium card in play, he can definitely heal the damage off with the Breath of the Leaves, because Lithium does not have. You might heal 50 damage for one of your Pokemon. Yeah, actually, he can do that. So he will do that. He will do that. And the problem is that I'm probably not gonna run out of the resources, because I have two electromagnetic recharge, two electro chargers, as well as 2 copies of my ordinary rod, so I can definitely return some of the resources, while my opponent will just probably waste a lot of his resources. So down to 23 versus 21. Yeah, 2-field stadium will allow my opponent to grab the grass energy into his hand. And the problem is that he can simply heal so many damage, plus he can return those energies with the stadium. And I also ran out of my stadium as well. Okay, actually he cannot return. He can search the deck for evolution grass Pokemon. I always thought that he can just, never mind, my mistake. Torment, one more time. Because of this grass symbol, I always thought that the Turffield Stadium allows you to grab the grass energy from your discard pile and put it into your hand. It would be just too strong in my opinion. Alright, so down to 22 cards. He is healing some damage off. I have a couple Marnies, so technically speaking, with the Marnies, I can reshuffle back my hand into my deck, but the problem is that I simply cannot deny 4 Vileplumes. I mean, look at this. 4 copies of Vileplume in play, and how in the world you can even disrupt so many heal. I mean, technically, Vileplume can heal up to 120 damage per turn, and that's just insane. So we're just gonna keep going on with the Torment, and we will see at the end the outcome for this matchup. Probably my opponent is going on the deck out solution. This deck can also be used as a deck out play as well. But I definitely didn't thought that I'm gonna play against some kind of Vileplume box deck. So let's go with another Torment. But I really need to say one thing, and that one thing is that this Vileplume looks gorgeous. The art is just amazing, and Erika in the background also looks really nice. And this one looks even better. So there is a lady, and this is probably gonna be a retreat into knockout. At least it looks like. That's gonna be the case. Alright, 17 versus 17. I guess I'm not gonna even try to bother myself. 2 electro chargers plus ordinary rod. And that's like a couple of cards that we returned back. I'm going to disrupt my opponent's Solar Beam this time. If I Marnie my opponent, I'm probably gonna be in a huge advantage because I have more cards remaining. But right now with that energy recycle, he should be in a huge advantage. Yeah, I mean, it's really tough. We're definitely gonna play this game until the end, and probably I'm just gonna lose the game, but the deck strategy is definitely unique. Yeah, I'm good to go with another Torment. Solar Beam should be disrupted. Yeah, another Grass Energy attached. I'm wondering why he's running no copy of Switch card. Oh, can you even see this? There's even a Center Lady as well. Alright, so yeah, he decided to retreat for another Massive Bloom for the knockout. Well played. He did a good job. Well, I'm gonna try to find myself a crushing hammer, but it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. I think that's just way too risky. Oh, I don't even have crushing hammer. All right, never mind. Okay, let's go with another torment. And again, I'm gonna prevent that massive bloom from being used. 3 energies in discard pile. Well, the problem is that you only have 2 retreat cost. Leafeon already got another energy card, and I think I should try to go for my boss order. I think I should go for the boss order. Yeah, I think I should go for the boss order. Let's go with a Team Yell Grunt first. Okay, so basically hoping for the best. Torment. For the Massive Bloom. I need to buy myself a couple extra turns before my opponent get in a position for the retreat. Wish I can somehow recycle those crushing hammers back into my deck, but that's just impossible. 3rd energy on Leafeon, so we might see some kind of a switch. If not, finding boss order will be the best thing that can happen. No, there's a Mellow and Lana. Alright, that's where the problems actually started. So he used that Mellow and Lana. Leafeon is powered up with 3 energies, and for me, reasonable option is to throw down that boss order. Alright. There is so many resources, but none of them I actually need. Okay, let's go for the Vileplume. Let's see what we can find with that switch. And another Stellar Wish. Just another boss order. But somehow that's just not the card that I really need. So I'm down to 12, he's down to 16. I can technically recycle some of my Electro Powers back into my deck, but again, I don't think I'm gonna be in a position to win this game even by trying to deck out my opponent. He's down to 2 price cards, so he's definitely doing a great job here. And there is a energy card. It is a Capture Energy, which can definitely be disrupted next turn by my Faba play. But he have plenty of more energy cards left, so let's go with a Faba. And let's just pass the turn. So Capture Energy times 2. I managed to disrupt even 2 Capture Energies from my opponent Pokemon's in play. So he also have Draw Energy, Capture Energy, there is another Draw Energy, and with that Draw Energy he actually drew another card. And I think it's a good time to throw another boss order down and to pass the turn. I don't know why I didn't use my Jirachi, so never mind. Another Grass Energy, and what I really need here is some kind of Ordinary Rod play. But also about Ordinary Rod. If I use Ordinary Rod, I can get Morpeko and I can start attacking with Morpeko, but actually I can't because I don't have option to draw that Morpeko into my hand. That's looking really bad. Technically speaking, there's not too many options, so I think I'm just going to Team Yell Grunt my opponent Vileplume Energy. I know that's just not a good play, but I'm gonna deny him for like a turn. Denying him for like a turn, and I'm passing my turn. If I use that switch, I can use another Stellar Wish, technically find myself Ordinary Rod, recycle back that Morpeko, but I need more resources. I need more than that. There is Ordinary Rod. And I'm gonna need 2 copies of Morpeko. Plus, somehow I'm gonna need to get that Morpeko in play. But even once I manage to get Morpeko in play, let's say, oh, there's another Team Yellow Ground. So we're just gonna disrupt our opponent a little bit more with that Team Yellow Ground, and basically pass the turn. So I managed to wake up. Down to 10. So yeah, we're definitely trolling our opponent. He will win this game. There's no question about it. He will definitely win this game. I definitely ran out of all of my resources, and I drew my Morpeko, and I can still wish into the, let's say, Electrocharger, so I can be prepared. But the problem is, the moment I put energy onto my Morpeko, I will grab 2 extra additional cards, and that will actually put me in a disadvantage against my opponent. So, Vileplume took 20. I have only 3 cards left. There is another Grass Energy, which means that my opponent can use that Retreat. Down to Leafeon for that Solar Beam for another 110 damage. And that's it. Basically, that's it. Is well played. Okay, so top deck is Electrocharger. I do have Scoop Up Net. I do have Quick Ball, so I'm gonna throw my Quick Ball, grab myself Morpeko, put that Morpeko on the bench. Additionally, I'm gonna play Tool Scraper, just because I can. Then, I'm gonna Electropower. I'm gonna Electrocharger, and see how many of Electropowers I can return. 1. Then I'm gonna Electrocharger one more time, and return 1 more Electropower. Then I'm gonna use my Stellar Wish, grab myself Electropower, throw that Electropower in play, grab Jirachi with the Scoop Up Net, promotes Morpeko in the front, put Jirachi on the bench, use Marnie, deck out myself, use the Speed Lighting Energy, attach it to the Morpeko, throw another Electropower, use Torment, hit my opponent for 110, prevent his Solar Beam, and basically lose because I deck out myself at the end because I played against very, very, very strong deck on the other side. I mean, the deck that actually counters my deck, and it's nearly impossible to win that type of the deck. I mean, it's not nearly impossible, but my opponent somehow managed to outplay me by the amount of the stadium cards that he played, by the amount of the damage that he managed to heal from his Pokemons, and I literally go through my entire deck and I just blow all of my resources and I simply couldn't get back. I mean, it was so hard for me, but I'm definitely gonna say well played to my opponent. He definitely did a good job. I was very close, but still not enough, I can definitely say that. But we definitely played. I think that was probably the longest game that I actually played on TCGO. I mean, definitely probably 30-minute game or something like that. But I hope you guys enjoy watching it. This is definitely gonna be one matchup video for today's video, and make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Let me know in the comments what you think about. Oh, so he actually at the end managed to use that Massive Bloom, actually allergic, yeah, Massive Bloom for the knockout, and he took the last prize card. How many damage my opponent healed? 490. So that means that I only dealt actually I dealt 490 damage and he healed all 490. He attached 22 energy cards. Can you even imagine that? he attached 22 cards, energy cards. I mean, when you attach 22 energy cards, technically speaking, without so many energy recycle that he did, there's simply no way that you can actually be in a position to attach so many energies. I mean, it's nearly impossible to have so many energies. Ascension DNA, once during your turn, if you have a Pokemon in your hand that evolves from Eevee, you might put that. Okay, interesting. Enjoy Maker GX, put 3 cards from your discard pile into your hand. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed watching it. Hit a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. You should definitely do that. Consider supporting me by doing that. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. And yeah, as always, have a nice day and goodbye.